Good morning, friends. This is Miss Bloom here to read another book about worms. We've been reading about spring and we've been reading about worms because the weather's getting warmer and the insects and birds and so many animals are waking up from their winter's nap. And this book, the title is I Can Only Draw Worms. And the author is Will Mabbitt, and he's also the illustrator. Look at the bright pink worm he drew on the front cover of a bright yellow cover with the word worms in bright blue. Let's look at the letters in that word. You say them with me. W-O-R-M-S. I can only draw worms. Ooh, and look at the inside cover, so bright blue. And here's the title page. And not only does it show us the author and illustrator again, but we know the publisher who helped make the book happen is called Penguin Workshop. Whoa, and look at that bright pink page. This book is about worms. I can only draw worms. Here's worm 1. And instead of writing the number 1, they spelled it out with letters O-N-E. That spells 1. Worm 1. Here's worm 2. Here, they are both together. It's hard to know which is which. Look at how much alike they look. I'll give the second worm glasses. Do you see the glasses on that worm? That's better. Now you can tell them apart. Here's worm 3. She's a different color. No reason. I just lost my pen. So we have 3 worms, 1 yellow, and how many pink? That's right, 2. Hello, worm 4. Worm 4 thinks he's in charge of all the other worms. I don't know why. And worm 4 starts with the letter F. F-O-U-R spells 4. Here's worm 5. She's a little sick, I'm afraid. But sick worms look just like normal worms. The next page is really exciting. Worm 6 is riding on a flying unicorn. Oh, are you ready? Uh-oh, I can't draw flying unicorns. So I've drawn worm 5 again instead. Maybe you can try and draw a flying unicorn. Worm 6 flies his unicorn all the way to meet worm 7, who lives in outer space. And on the way, worm 6 has an amazing adventure. But we'll skip all that. Here's a picture of him meeting worm 7. He looks all cool inside, but he's really excited. That's worm 6 meeting worm 7. Oh dear, there's been a dreadful accident. Should I turn the page? I wonder what happened. Oh no, it's not true that if a worm is cut in half, it makes 2 worms. It just makes 2 half worms, and they won't go on living. So here's worm 8. And here's worm 8 and a half. We never want to hurt our worms because they are our friends. This page is blank. Worm 9 is missing. And the others are starting to get worried. Do you see all the other worms? Oh no. Here's worm 10 instead. The last worm. She looks the same as worm 1. Oh dear. It is worm 1. So we don't know where worm 9 is, and we don't know where worm 10 is. Oh, here's worm 10, last as usual. And look who he's found, worm 9. She'd just gone to the bathroom. Sorry, she said. That's okay, worm 9. Everybody has to go sometime. Oh, so there's worm 10 and worm 9. Let's see. So now that's ready. Can you count with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 8.5, 9, and 10. Whoa. Let's turn the page. This book was about worms. I can only draw worms, says the author. And it's dedicated, it says, for 0, who should be at the start of every counting book. Now, speaking of drawing, I thought I would turn our camera around because I have my whiteboard here. And let me move over a little bit. And I thought maybe we try and see how easy it is to draw worms. Let's see if I can do a tall worm. See, going down like that and like that. Does that look a little bit like what our author drew? And because worms have segments, if you want, you can draw the little lines across. There you go. Now, if you want to get silly like the author illustrator, you can add something. He added sunglasses. You could add, let's say, a ball cap. In case your worm is excited about playing baseball or going outside with a hat on. Or you could draw a worm that, let's see, here we go. Maybe a worm that's riding a scooter. You could draw your scooter, put your handle there, put some wheels on it. Hope that worm has good balance because they don't have any arms. So you could have lots of worm drawing fun too. They're really easy to draw. So I hope you've enjoyed our story about I Can Only Draw Worms, and I'll look forward to hearing about your worm pictures. Oh, and about worm books. Remember, at the Peabody Library, with a piece of paper, you can just fold it in half to make a book. And you can use several and staple them together if you want it to be a longer book. So you can draw both a picture or you can make a book about worms by just folding your paper in half. See you next time.